Hello and welcome to Crypto Exposed. Elon Musk's X platform faces backlash over pro XRP account suspension. Okay, interesting. So, I've seen this article and I thought I'd just do a quick video on this, and I'm really torn about this. I'm going to be completely honest. So I won't read the full thing, but let's just get into the gist of this, because it's a real difficult subject, this kind of thing, right? Because, okay, I'm going to tell you the gist of this. This is about a YouTuber called Digital Asset Investor, right? Okay, so Digital Asset Investor, many XRP holders will probably know about this guy because you probably watch his videos, so you probably already know about him. But his account has been suspended, okay? And Crypto Eri has actually gone on to try and find out why this has happened, and basically saying that don't really think that's fair, which is good of Crypto Eri, because Eri has actually been quite critical of Digital Asset Investor. And what that just shows is that she's fair, right? When she's making her opinion of someone, she will make it, but she'll still be fair. She's not going to revel in the fact that Digital Asset Investor has lost his X account. She's actually, empathetic about that, right? So she's actually trying to help him. So that to me shows you that Crypto Eri is a fair person, okay? But the thing that's in question here is, why has his account been suspended? Has it been suspended because of the type of content he does about XRP? Because there's mentions in this article about basically potential scammers, right? And saying that, they're trying to cut down on scammers being on the X platform. And so if we're talking about potential scammers, I can only think that what they're basically referring to is the type of videos or content that Digital Asset Investor makes about XRP, right? And so this is where, I'll be honest with you, I get into quite a conundrum with this, because I did a video not long ago talking about a very big influencer on X who got basically caught lying about XRP in regards to its price and stuff. And he'd done that for engagement, right? And so I did a video about this, just addressing it, because I've said it numerous times in my videos. I do believe there are influencers out there who are doing certain types of content about XRP because they know it gets views and because they know it will get them money, right? I really do believe that to be true. And so this is where I get into a bit of a situation, because let me just say this first and foremost, I do not watch Digital Asset Investor. So I'm not saying that he's a con artist or anything like that. I'm not saying that he's someone who lies in his content. I don't really watch his content to really know exactly what it's about. I know he definitely believes in XRP going to like very high prices and stuff like that, but I don't really watch his content to know like his theories or anything. So I'm not really here to pass judgment on him specifically, but this is more like of a more broader conversation, right? Before I do start, can I just ask guys, if you could just subscribe to the channel, I really appreciate that, as that helps me to continue to give you guys this type of content regularly, and it will really support the channel. So if you could subscribe, that would be much appreciated. Thank you. Okay, so yeah, let's get into the conversation about this, right? So this is where I'm at with this, and this is why I'm kind of torn. I do believe there's people out there, and it has been proven, because as I say, I have shown a video where there is an influencer who's got caught lying about XRP, and it was clearly for engagement, right? It's clear that that's what the purpose was. So I believe there's other influencers out there doing this as well. I don't think that person was the only one. I think there are other people. And this is where it's tricky, because would I just want people to just lose their platforms? I'm not saying I really want people to lose their platforms, but the thing for me is I do worry about people who are investors who are impressionable, right? Because people are filling them content that they don't believe and that they know isn't true, but they're just doing it to line up their pockets. But that's at the detriment of people who are holding, and they're feeding them a narrative that's not going to happen. An unrealistic narrative. And so this is why I'm kind of torn with this, right? Because part of me is like, well, I think everybody's got a right to say what they want to say and do their content, but at the same time, I don't think it should be at the potential detriment of people who are impressionable and following their lead. Now, this is difficult, right? Because for me, for example, I have my beliefs about XRP, and while I always make it clear these are my opinions, etc., I do still accept that people are listening to my content and they're listening to my theories, right? And so, although my actual theories are way more realistic and grounded in reality, doesn't necessarily mean my theories are going to be right. But does that mean I'm a scammer? No, right? And in all fairness to digital asset investor, what if he truly believes the content that he makes, right? What if he really does believe XRP is going to go to these prices? Because as I said, I'm not saying that everybody who talks about XRP going to certain prices is a liar. I'm not saying that. I'm just saying that there are people out there who do this content knowing that it's not realistic, or for example, they will use old content and try and bring it out like it's new content, right? And try and make out like, oh, you know, this means this is going to happen and this kind of stuff. Like it's that kind of thing, right? And so I don't really know where I lie in terms of this argument, because do I think it's fair that he's lost his platform on X? No, but in a way, yes, if he was let me put it to you like this. If he really is knowingly lying and just putting out this content to just continue to build up his following and, you know, his revenue from ads and stuff like that, you know, all that kind of stuff on social media, although I think you're entitled to do what you want to do, you're essentially conning people, right? Now, not saying that's what he's doing. I'm just saying if, because I don't know. So we're talking about a hypothetical here, right? I'm not accusing him of anything. If that was the case, and let's just say digital asset investor was just a con man, just hypothetically, let's just say he was a con man and he knew the stuff that he was putting out wasn't realistic and he's just doing it because he knows it's going to get views and people are going to watch it and stuff like that and people are going to follow him, etc., etc. Well, if you're putting in people in a position where they're going to end up investing into something on false information, which could end up really messing up their potential to make the most of this investment, I don't really think you should have a platform because of what you're spewing. I do think that's wrong. However, we don't know if that's the case. And what if he genuinely is just someone who really does believe that XRP is going to go to these figures? What if he really believes in the content that he's putting out? And so there's a real fine line with this, right? There is a real fine line, and that's where it is difficult. And so I really don't know where I stand in this argument. I'll just be completely honest. I'm really on the fence about this. I'm in two minds because I could go either way. I really could. I could go either way. I think, yes, it's bad in that sense if people are just using others for their own monetary gain at the detriment of innocent investors. But at the same time, you know, if that's the content he truly believes in, then he should be entitled to be able to do that, and he shouldn't be penalized for that. So I don't know what to say here. I don't know what to say. I won't bother going into the article because it's basically just about Crypto Every mentioning, you know, this seems unfair, trying to address Elon Musk about it, trying to find out what's happened. The crypto community is basically saying, you know, well, they're saying that maybe it's a thing to try and reduce scammers. So obviously, again, if you're talking about scamming, I'm not aware of digital asset investor releasing any kind of token or anything like that. So the only thing I can be thinking of when he's talking about scamming is, you know, talking about XRP in a way that it's going to make people lots and lots of money to invest in this. And well, not invest in it because we all say that we're not giving financial advice, but, you know, people getting interested and wanting to invest in this based off of the information that's being given, which, you know, if it's false, then yeah, like, you know, that's messing people up, right? That's people investing into something that realistically they wouldn't have invested in if they maybe hadn't seen these videos. But again, this is where I say on the other side of this, like, I'm someone who doesn't do videos about XRP going to like $10,000 and all that kind of stuff. I don't do really that kind of content, right? But I still think XRP is going to do well. Right? Now, could I be wrong about that? Yeah, XRP could fail. That's a very real possibility. Do I think it's likely? No, not at all. But, you know, it's a possibility that we have to acknowledge, right? And so, if I'm here doing content saying, well, yeah, I really like XRP, I think it's going to do well, and then let's say hypothetically it failed, does that mean I was scamming people? No, I'm telling you what I genuinely believe. I'm invested in XRP myself, so I've got just as much to lose as you guys, right? Now, again, maybe digital asset investor believes in the content he's creating. So there's a fine line, as I say. So I don't really know where I stand on this. It's an interesting topic though, but I'd love to hear what you guys think about this, because, you know, you guys might be followers of Digital Asset Investor, or maybe you might know exactly why he was banned and what's actually happened, because this seems quite new and I just stumbled across it, so I just thought I'd do a quick video on it. So let me ask you, what do you guys think about this? Do you think that Digital Asset Investor was right to be suspended from X? Do you think that he's been putting out content that is misguiding, or, you know, what you believe to be untrue, what you believe to be knowingly untrue? Or do you think this is unfair? Do you think that he's basically being targeted? Because again, as I say with this could be the start of a very big crackdown in terms of people doing videos on certain type of cryptos, right? Because there's many other YouTubers out there doing crypto content, me being one of them. You know, could this be a huge crackdown on people who support crypto tokens and do videos and content on certain types of cryptos? I don't know. So what do you guys think? Do you think this is unfair? Do you think Digital Asset Investors' videos and content is actually realistic in your opinion? Or do you think that he really does believe in the content that he puts out? Let me know your thoughts, guys. I'd be interested to hear. Thank you very much for watching this. If you did like it, please remember to drop a comment, like, and subscribe. But until next time, take care.